Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of GatheredPlans. I have this beautiful kit called Oasis by hellopetitepaper. I haven't used one of her kits in a while, so I'm excited to use one. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for gifting this to me. The format is very different from what I'm used to using, so I did pull in a lot of boxes in my collection, which, I have a massive collection, so I'm totally cool with doing that. I really loved the foundational elements to this kit, such as the bottom washi, all of the full boxes, and a lot of the journaling elements, and the florals were some of my favorites to use. I felt like the flow of her florals, the individual pieces, just the way it worked with the spread was literally so perfect. The sizing of the florals were really great. There was a good combination of small, medium, and then large on the journaling add-on. So really had a fun time using this kit and this floral trim. The floral trim is from Sadie's Stickers. So I had a really fun time using this kit, and I was craving something a little bit more neutral. I've been using a lot of bright colored kits for summer, naturally, and I loved that this kit is in silver. I've been using a lot of gold kits, of course, and I think I had a pretty good combination of like rose gold and gold kits for summer for some reason, but I can't recall at this point. It's all kind of like blurry. It's all kind of like one memory to me just because, while I plan, I really try not to think. I just really try to enjoy the process and my hobby and just kind of go with the flow. That's always been my method anytime I do planning and choosing my kits and foiled elements, etc. And as I'm putting down my spread, I don't ever really overthink. I just try to just go with what makes me happy at the time. And sometimes I have a vision of like using specific floral pieces or deco pieces, but for the most part I feel like the actual surprise to it is really, and I think the exciting part too is really just putting it together based on how you're feeling and what goes well together, because I can envision something all day long, but then when I try to put it down it just doesn't work or doesn't look the way I want it to look. So that's kind of like the beautiful thing of this hobby, I think, is just being able to really play around with the stickers and all of the different elements, and it's kind of fun like putting a puzzle together in a way. But anyways, like I said, I really enjoyed this. Her paper is different, but I do like it. I think it's pretty forgiving. Like I accidentally stuck another sticker on a sticker and it came off without tearing off any of the printing, which was pretty nice. Usually when I do that, I accidentally take off the printing from the other sticker, so it was a lot more forgiving. And then I also pulled in these mini tacos from the Gathered Layers collection with Panda Bird design, and it mimics the same day cover design, but I wanted to use them not like for every single day, so I tried to use them maybe twice on each side of the planner. But anyways, yeah, this was actually a very fun week. This was the week that Alicia of Sadie Stickers visited me. We are good friends in real life, not just in like the planner sense of things or planner world and sticker world, but we really do, we chat and talk a lot outside of just the planner community. And it was really great to have her visit this weekend, so it was just cool to have some friends over. Conveniently too, because Greg was actually traveling for work, and it was kind of nice to have someone else around. I don't mind being alone. Like I have my family around the corner, but sometimes it can get pretty lonely in a pretty big house, so I don't want to be alone too long. Yeah. But with that being said, I also really do enjoy my alone time, but it was just kind of cool to kind of kill two birds with one stone and just like have girl time without other people around and just really enjoy being with her. So that was really cool. Okie dokie. Here I'm just putting together the day cover deco, and I pulled in some garlands. These are from Paper Trail Plans. I was messing around with them a lot, and it was really challenging because they're so dainty and flimsy. They're it's a very like awkward like shape, I guess, to use and to try to make sure it doesn't stick on the page, and it has nothing to do with the shop at all. It's just the sticker itself and trying to make sure it doesn't accidentally stick to all of the other stickers and I don't tear it. I didn't want to end up wasting the garland, like the full garland strip, and laying it on top of the stickers, so I really wanted them to look like they were peeping out from all of the other stickers. I am so sorry that you're seeing my hair and my head in some of these clips. I am kind of further away at my desk when I, sit to plan, and I sometimes forget that it's like doing the day cover section, I have to be further away, so I like sometimes I have to squeeze my head all the way up there so I can see what I'm doing and to make sure that, you know, I line things up perfectly. So I shared something over on my Instagram. I did an Instagram reel. You'll see here shortly, but I got inspiration, basically is what I'm trying to say. I got inspiration from Tay's recent video of 10 trends that she no longer does or something like that. And she talked about solid foiled headers. And I totally remember the hype. Like, I still have a lot in my collection that I just cannot get rid of. And just because they're beautifully foiled, they're great quality, and they were some of my favorite things in the planner community when they were so trendy. So I just decided to keep them. I still haven't gotten rid of them. And some of my favorites are from, so Magic Prints Co. is the one I end up using in this spread. But I also really love Simply Beautiful Plans. She has like a doily design that Francesca really got me into. And I still have a lot of those that I'm hoarding and I plan to use again. And I'm so thankful that Tay brought that up in that video because I had completely forgotten about them. But here they are. These are the Magic Prints Co. ones. And I really wanted to bring them back and kind of do an elevated and dainty design with them. I don't know if I necessarily accomplished it, but my vision was to break up the bold, solid foiled look, and to make it a little bit more dainty, I floralized it. So I've done this in the past before with previous kits and spreads where if there is a pretty like plain header, like a solid color or just confetti or something like that, and the full boxes are kind of not super busy, I have put florals in the headers just to floralize them. And I remember doing this a lot with like a Jackson Pepper kit. I think I did it with a Sadie Stickers kit. It was specifically for this summer kit that I've done. It was like the same clip art, and I just really loved the look of it. So I enjoy adding floral to my headers. I think it's very fun. It's a fun and different way to use your headers. And in this case, you still get the solid foiled look, but it's broken up a little bit, and I think it's a little bit more dainty looking versus being super harsh and bold, if that makes any sense. That's what I was going for. And here is my hair. I am all up in this camera. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Anyways, but yeah, I think I accomplished that. I think if the full boxes didn't have too much floral, it would have looked prettier, I think, or not as floral heavy, but that has nothing to do like with the shop owner or the design. It was just kind of what I was trying to go for after deciding to use solid foiled headers. But like a part of me was like, oh, it's too much floral, but then I kind of already committed and I really wanted to bring these back and give them a fair chance. So here's your sign that if you want to use some oldies but goodies in your collection, do not get rid of them. Try to find a way to make them, you know, trendy and modern and kind of cater to the current style and trends of what's happening in the community, and or just do whatever you want with them. Like, honestly, this is our hobby, and if it makes you happy, if you love how it looks, that should ultimately be the end goal. Like, as long as you're happy with it, you should be totally cool and use them. So, but someone actually commented on the Instagram reel I posted of this and said I should do a series where I bring back like an older trend or something that we don't really do as much anymore and try to like modernize it or make it dainty or fit the current trends that are happening in the community. And thank you so much for that. I can't remember who said it quite well. I can't remember. I don't have my phone on me right now, but you know who you are. Thank you so much for leaving that comment, and it's such a great idea. Something I'll try to consider. I might go back to watch videos or the video from Tay, or just ask her for her notes and try to do that and tackle that. That would be a really cool thing. Whether or not I make it a full series or I just kind of organically implement that kind of strategy through every single spread that I do, whether I do it like one time, like changing one thing in a spread or doing multiple in a spread, I think it could be a really cool concept. So let me know what your thoughts are. And Tay, if you're watching, like, that could totally be something you could do too, because I know like this was definitely Tay's bread and butter with that video. She did a great job doing like research and looking through her planners and kind of just figuring out what the older trends were, and she did a lot of work to put into that video. So, you know, kudos to you, Tay, and thanks for doing that, because that was such a fun video to watch, and I really felt like I was just sitting and chatting with you. And it really brought me down memory lane, and I was so inspired, like I said, to do something and bring back these solid foiled headers, because I did love them so much once, and I still do. I think it's just really challenging when you film. It's really hard to show a solid foiled header because it's challenging with the reflection and camera, all that stuff, and all the lighting. But anyways, I did talk through the entire foundation for the most part. But like I said, I used 2 mini tacos on the day covers, 2 on each side, and then on the sidebar, I used an August script and Hello Summer script from Paper Trail Plans. And then I just made a little scene at the bottom. She only offers 8 full boxes, so you have exactly 1 for each column, including the sidebar. And most shops offer 9 full boxes, so you have like an extra full box to play around with in the sidebar. But in this case, I just used the journaling pieces, which was really fun. I did want to pull in a lot of the Gathered Layers doily elements. If you saw at the beginning, I kind of sifted through all of those pages. And so on Monday, I pulled in a MIDI shadow box from the Gathered Layers collection, marking that I did facet cardio, and I layered a torn paper behind that. I had so much fun pulling in like this torn paper look throughout. You won't see it on camera, but I actually did cut up a lot of the flags to use the pattern and make it look like torn paper. And with the way the patterns were on the paper, it actually looked pretty natural. So I really loved that. I was trying to mimic the torn paper on Monday when I marked 3 meetings. I used a torn paper, I used a floral, and what I love to do is putting a script in the middle so you don't see that harsh cut line. And I did try to implement that throughout the entire spread. Okay, did a chest and tricep workout, put on makeup or just got ready. So I was able to use this vintage perfume bottle from White Deer Stationery. So cute. I've been wanting to use that for so long. And yeah, so this was actually the day I had a work social. And since we work from home, or mostly work from home, we don't really see our colleagues often. I've never seen a lot of these people for the first time ever. So it was just kind of interesting. It's a very different world we live in now, I definitely think. But it was really cool to meet people in real life and get a chance to talk about work, get to know a little bit of people's personal lives and things like that, especially just because we don't get together often. So we went to a really nice bar and restaurant, and then I had a chance to finally use my old-fashioned glass here. That's from Crafts by Towie. Thanks, Tao, again for making that for me. I love it so much. I actually did have an old-fashioned. It's one of my favorite drinks. And so on Tuesday, had 2 meetings, and this was actually the flag I cut up with the floral and leaves, and I cut it up and tried to make it look like it was torn paper. I hope I accomplished it enough. It's a little bit busy because of the pattern, but that's what I was going for, just because I really loved the patterns on the page flags that came with the kit, and she still has several page flags in her format, so I was glad to still use them and not let them go to waste. So I had 2 meetings this day, and then I went and did some grocery shopping. I love that little garden bag from Crafts by Towie. It looks like a tote. Super cute. I really, really hope that Towie makes that like a full sheet. It's actually a part of her spring sheet, I think. And I totally just want a full sheet of that. I think it comes on a sheet with hats, and I just love that. I painted my nails. I brought back the OG Planning World icons. I have been cherishing them and hoarding them. Planning World, I miss you. I hope that you're doing okay and doing well. But I love her icons. I think their sizing is just perfect. The details, everything is so good about them. And I'm really bummed because a lot of the times I would get things in like what's it called? Like a grab bag or something, and I would only get like one foil color of an icon. So I have a pretty incomplete collection, which is such a bummer. But I need to remember more to bring them in. I just don't want to use them up because I'm really trying to cherish them. I'm scared and sad I'm not going to have any more, but it is what it is. Again, that chair at the bottom of Tuesday to mark therapy, I forgot I had those chairs as well, and it's like the perfect thing to use to mark therapy instead of like to kind of alternate the therapy icons I have from Crafts by Towie. So it's nice to use those. I actually just saw that White Deer Stationery has some therapy icons. I didn't know they were there this entire time, so I do need to go back and get some. So on the bottom of Tuesday, I used a large floral in between to kind of take up space. I kind of wish I did that in the second half as well. I think it looks really pretty. So had therapy, just a YouTube binge, and I used some of the clip art deco pieces and then some palm trees from Bloom Paper Studio at the bottom there. On Wednesday, did some fasted cardio, marked it the same way on Monday. And then we went to Tropical Smoothie. Love Tropical Smoothie. Whenever I'm craving just like a really solid smoothie, they are my go-to. I haven't found another like local spot that really hits a spot for me. And I feel like Tropical Smoothie is very nostalgic for me because in college there was one on campus and I would go there all the time. And it was just so good and refreshing. And I think it just like brings me back. But anyways, so also watched Top Gun Maverick. It was good. Um, that's also a TV from Planning World. I love that TV from her shop. It's so cute. Walked Jace. I used the sunnies that came with the kit just to mark that because most of the time when I do take Jace on a walk and it's sunny out, I will just put my sunglasses on. Had a self-care shower this night, so I layered two circles or two, scallop circles from the Gathered Layers collection. The candle, I believe that is, I'm not quite sure. That's a leftover from a previous kit, but I felt like that was pretty fitting, and then I just added some florals down there as well. So on Thursday, filmed a plan with me, and as you see, I try to like bounce the, what are they called? The circles, middle, top, and bottom of the columns. That way it's a little bit more cohesive, and it's not like circle heavy on like, next to each other. I try to avoid that and try to keep my shapes pretty, I don't know, the flow has to be good, as Lauren would say. And I totally forgot to use the icons that came with the kit, so here I am trying to throw them in last minute. The planner came with the kit to mark filming a plan with me. Got takeout. I'm pretty sure it was kava. That's why I put a little salad bowl and gave Jace a bath. That icon is from White Stationery. I used that cute little laundry basket that came with the kit to mark doing so much laundry, and I'm sure I was like prepping for Alicia to visit, so I was like cleaning all of or washing laundry. Was that I can't even talk. Doing the laundry and making sure that all the sheets were clean and all that good stuff. And what did I do? Oh yeah, I cleaned all the bathrooms and the living area just so it was prepared. I also took Friday off because that was the day I was going to go pick her up, and I really wanted to maximize my time with her. So I also I deserved a break. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the day off. So I took the day off, and I kind of marked that the same way I did marking my meetings, just so there was consistency. That's actually a swatch box, and I really liked the torn edges, so I just kept that motif throughout the entire spread, essentially. I'm going to change the way I marked picking Alicia up from the airport. I did not like it. I actually changed it 3 times. You just didn't see it because I took it off, off of the iMovie. Like, I got rid of the clip. But anyways, so what we did was I picked her up from the airport. We grabbed coffee and stopped by this bakery. And then I thought I did a leg workout with Alicia, but I completely forgot that was not true. She fell asleep. I did a leg workout, and afterwards we went and grabbed Indian dinner, or dinner at an Indian restaurant, sorry. And then we watched the movie The Black Phone. So yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't like the way I marked picking her up. I think it was just like too crowded, and I'm never really good at accomplishing the look of putting 2 icons next to each other. Lauren does this all the time, and it looks so good. I just feel like I make it look too cluttered, and it just doesn't vibe well for me. I don't know what it is. But anyways, the the suitcase is from White Stationery. As you'll see throughout the spread, I think you might have seen the sampler sheet from Paper Trail Plans. It is a summer sheet, and I was able to pull that in. It was in silver foil, perfect. And a lot of the leaves and elements I pull in, some of the palm trees and things like that, actually came in that sampler. And the shoes that I used to mark a leg workout, those are from Planning World. I tried to pull in a lot of Planning World icons, and like I said, I'm trying to use them, but I'm also trying to hoard them at the same time because I don't want to. I want to cherish them for a long time because I don't know if she's going to come back and sell more stickers, and I'm just trying to keep my collection full. So let's see. Let me know if you watched the movie The Black Phone. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm not sure if I really liked it too much. It was okay. Okay, so Saturday, filmed a plan with me. That camera also came with the kit, and we grabbed Starbucks. So that Starbucks sticker is from Crafts by Towie. The script is from Paper Trail Plans. Again, I used one of the torn papers and the floral trim to just do that same effect of the floral trim and then a torn paper under it with a script. I really love that look, and I enjoyed doing that. Instead of using like a traditional box, I think it gives you enough white space and lets you use a floral in a different way. And so we actually got I had a wax appointment this day, and I asked Alicia if she wanted to get anything waxed. So I was like, okay. I booked an appointment for both of us, so that was really fun. And then after that, we grabbed lunch. I had a really great pasta bowl. I think it was like seafood pasta or something. It was so good. We went to the outlets this day as well. So as you'll see, I used the sunnies and the purse to mark that. I feel like it was pretty fitting. And then we grabbed a puzzle and worked on the puzzle as well that night. So instead of using an icon for the puzzle, I don't have a puzzle icon, and I thought I did, but I guess I never got one from White Deer Stationery, and I used the only other one I had on a freebie. So I just ended up using a floral piece. I thought it was pretty and just fitting, but anyways. Sunday is actually when we worked out together. I forgot that she didn't work out with me on Friday, but she did work out with me Sunday morning. We did a HIIT workout, predominantly upper body and arms, I believe. So wanted to use more of those midi rectangular boxes from the Gathered Layers collection. So I tried to alternate those from the circles, or maybe I actually ended up using them on the same days, on some days, but otherwise I think it was pretty balanced. And so afterwards, we grabbed tacos at my favorite Mexican spot. Also grabbed some more Starbucks as a pick-me-up, and again did the same design here. Shopped at Target and worked on the puzzle some more, and then we grabbed sushi. So it was a pretty jam-packed weekend, to say the least, but it was a really great time, and I really loved having her over. It was just really nice to see her again. But that's the entirety of this spread. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I have a lot of leftovers, so I decided to actually make this a giveaway. So if you're interested, please comment below giveaway and then your Instagram handle without the @ symbol and or your email address so I can contact you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk soon. Bye.